This song, get ready.
I be hearing these girls. You can hear me through this?
I can, yep.
You got me like that?
No, I can hear you.
I can.
I can hear you.
I can. It's RT. Check, mic check.
So go ahead, tell everybody your name. Tell the camera your name.
RT.
Where you from?
From the west side, big kid.
So everybody keeps saying that you're 6. How old are you?
Nah.
You 9?
Yeah.
Okay, are you in school?
No.
Not in school?
No.
Do you like sports?
No.
You gonna say no to everything?
No.
What's your favorite song?
RT. Yeah.
You like your own music? How it go?
12 get behind me. We gonna do 60 fucking miles.
You wrote it?
Not all of our freestyle song.
Oh, you freestyle. Give me a freestyle.
Alright. Well, I was practicing this in the car. You remember that song? Oh, bet that 5 still pop out the cut like Bill, what's up? If we got no Glock, I can pop out the cut like Bill, what's up?
Does your mom like your music? Who's somebody you want to make a song with?
Diddy, Baby Drill,
Anybody else?
G-Way.
Who's your favorite female rapper?
My favorite female rappers, Cardi B. What's yours is?
I like Lauryn Hill.
Been not saying no sense of red now.
Unbelievable. He is 9 years old, allegedly. We think he's somewhere between 6 and 9 years old, depending on which person you're believing, but he has an Instagram account. He also has a YouTube account. I'm going to show you one of his rap songs that is on YouTube. It is called 60 Miles. And I just want you to keep in mind here that as a YouTube policy, if I misgender someone, if someone believes on the inside there's something, and I use rhetoric to suggest that maybe they're not, I'm considered a danger to the YouTube community. My video will get taken down. But this 6 to 9 year old is allowed to have his video stay up. There's nothing wrong with the video that you're about to see from Lil RT. Take a listen. So in case you missed the lyrics, you would be lucky if you did miss them. I am going to slow it down because I think it's important. You saw a child there, and it's important to hear these lyrics. By the way, if you are around children right now, this is not the time because it's derogatory. It's worse than derogatory. So I'll give you 5 seconds, right? Make sure there's no children in the room. The lyrics that came from this song as being performed by Lil RT, the maybe 6, maybe 9-year-old, reads, "If she ain't sucking bleep, Lil B-I-T-C-H, you can get the F up out my S-H-T. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take an effer down. 100 round, B-I-T-C-H, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12, get behind me, that's the cops. We gon' do 60 effing miles, yeah." So to understand that, he is basically talking about a presumably random woman who can't hang out with him unless she's willing to perform fellatio. This is a 9-year-old, okay? And he is talking about his gun, and he is talking about having 100 rounds as he runs from the police. Totally YouTube content safe. Incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I want to be clear, as this is being debated on the internet right now, this completely saddens me. It is the destruction of Black culture. It is the destruction, therefore, of American culture, and this is what we are starting to see. His mother is promoting him on Instagram. If you think that there's a problem with this, if you think that this content should be pulled down, I do, then there's something wrong with you and you're jealous. People in the comments are calling this person Coco Felon, okay? And to think that this is a mother saying that, oh, he's talented, people in the comments saying, well, he's talented and she's trying to help him pursue that path. No. This is a kid, and I hate to say this because we've seen so many instances of this in the media, who will end up dead, okay? He is holding dollar bills, talking about killing people. If you think that his mother is setting him on the right path, then it's because you're an idiot, okay? You are an idiot who contributes nothing to our society. And yes, some people have realized that. Here are some other comments that have appeared under this video. Y'all shouldn't be promoting this at all. There's nothing funny about it, says one person. Another person says his parents failed him. A third person says it's sad that kids can't be kids anymore. And all of those people are correct. Now, if you're thinking, shouldn't he be in school? You would be right. Because there's this video on his Instagram page. Take a listen.
You didn't say I'm only 9.
So they're laughing. He obviously has taken a piece of paper. He attempts to read it and says, "What the F does this say? I'm only 9," which is to suggest, obviously, that he can't read. So he needs somebody to come read that. People are giggling and laughing. It's not funny. If you are, in fact, 9 years old, not only should you be able to read, you should be able to read chapter books, okay? You should be in the 4th grade. And the 4th grade is when I began reading Harry Potter. If you can't read a piece of paper when you are 9 years old, then your mother has failed you, the school system has failed you, this country has failed you, and you have no chance. And it's not because of you. It's honestly not this kid's fault, which is why I'm not going to sit here and make fun of him. Has everything to do with his surroundings and the crisis that I am talking about in this country, whether it is a kid that is actually in college, sitting in a university dorm, talking about how he's not getting drafted because he's on Wellbutrin, or it's this kid who's talking about Glocks that he wants to load up, and women, he's prepubescent, that won't perform sex acts on him. We are in a really bad place in this country. That's the point. We are in a really bad place. Shame on YouTube for allowing that content to stay up there.
Yes, boss. Back in here again, once again, man. Listen, I seen these clips about a little kid rapping, and it kind of caught me by surprise because it's like, I've seen little kids rap before, but his lyrics was like, it's kind of crazy because the kid said, if 12 gets behind me, we're going to do like 60 miles. I don't know if that was marketing because everybody knows 60 miles per hour isn't fast enough to get away from police. But the fact that he's a little kid and he's talking about this, it's kind of crazy, right? Now, it's not no secret. Everybody knows somebody who raps or has seen a young kid rap. But I don't think anybody's ever seen like a young kid at his age really get pushed to the forefront like that. That's what makes it a little bit different. So the fact that now they have him out here on the forefront, his name is Little RT, by the way. Little RT is a 9-year-old rapper from out of Bankhead, West Bankhead in Georgia. And he's getting pushed to talk a lot of negativity. And I've said this before multiple of times, bro. If you're one of these older dudes who raps and you're trying to get in the industry, you're not going to go to the industry. They're not looking for you, dog. I'll tell you why. Because they want the younger kids, you feel me? They want the young generation. They know that there's a lot that they can do with them, and a lot of them don't know what it is that they're getting into. So it's easier to trick and fool them. And also, as well as that, because their mind is so tender, they can throw a bunch of money and dollars at them, and they're just going to be willing to go ahead and take it and ignore every and anything else. You get what I'm saying? So he came out, and in his lyrics, he talks about females giving him head, all of that stuff. At the age of 9 years old, I never even knew what head was, bro. You get what I'm saying? There are certain things that as you're at a young age, you shouldn't be exposed to knowing what that is or what it pertains to, because that's how kids can get curious and start doing adult things from a young age. You get what I'm saying? That's the purpose of them pushing a lot of these young kids in the industry, to get them to break out from early and lose their innocence from early. Example, look at what they do to a lot of these little Disney Channel stars like Orlando Brown and all of these people who've been on like Nickelodeon and a Disney Channel. They get them from young, i.e. their parents signed them over, and then they went ahead, and that's when, you get what I'm saying, they got lost into the industry. And that happens. You have some parents who sign their kids over. You have some parents who don't really care about their kids. But I'm going to tell you like this, whether you want to believe it or not, a child is a reflection of the parent, dog. So if you have kids out here who's out here wilding, being reckless, just not caring, that's a reflection of the parent and what it is that they've learned. You feel me? Now, on the other hand, here's what goes a little bit more deeper. Little RT doesn't even know how to read, bro. That's the crazy part. In Trash Mag, he pulled out a paper and says, what the hell is this? I'm only 9 years old, right? Whether that was a joke or not, and I'm pretty sure he has some smarts on him. He said in the earlier interview, in the first video, he said, I'm not in school. You feel me? Here's another thing. There are some kids who are not in school. They've either dropped out early. Parents don't care about them going to school. It's like my parent doesn't care, so I don't really care. And that's how they live their life. They just do whatever the hell it is that they want. And that's what causes these kids who go out there in the world. They live reckless. They cause havoc. They do a lot of BS because they don't really have any proper guidance or anyone who truly cares for them like that. They just see that, yo, it's money out here in the world. I could get me some money and I can live. But here's the thing you have to understand. You can have all the money in the world, but once you don't have smarts, you don't have common sense, you don't know how to read and write, you're pretty much screwed in the world, bro. And that's what the reporter was saying to him. I think her name is Miss Candace Owens. She basically pointed out that, yo, at 9 years old, you should be able to read like books, like, you get what I'm saying? Like real books, like read certain things. You get what I'm saying? It's not like just a line or a sentence. That's something you have to read. And she's not lying. That's true, because that shows how far developed your mind is. At 9 years old, you don't know how to properly read. Now, it's not like once upon a time when, we're in slave days and weren't allowed to read or anything like that. Information is out here, so the choice is yours. Bro, he's 9 years old and doesn't know how to read. That's a bad sight, dog. That's very scary, dog. That shows that you don't really have an interest in bookwork like that. You feel me? And that's what's going to take you throughout this world. Besides manners and respect, once you know your books, dog, or you understand what's what, you practice studying and education, take your education, that's going to take you far in life, bro. You don't have to be on no Einstein level. As long as you can comprehend, learn how to read, learn how to write, how to count, do little things like that, how to think critically, you'll go very far in life, bro. There's just some people, they don't really care, and their kids, they take up those same behaviors. They just want the lavish lifestyle. Listen to what it is that he said. Oh, I want an RT, I want a Demon, the Dodge, the Demon. All of these cars, those cars cost money. You want a Rolls Royce. It's so funny that a lot of people know about all of these expensive things, but the little basic things that help take you there to get into those levels, we don't really know that. Like reading books or reading certain things or taking your education or taking the initiative to want to learn something new. There's a lot of people that's in the hood that have this mentality where the only way they could touch $1 million is either by being in the streets, being a rapper, or by making it in some form of sports like a baseball, basketball, football. I'm here to tell you there's different avenues in life that you can take to get to where you need to be. But at the same time, for him being 9 years old and not understanding how to read or write or those little basics, that's a scary sight, bro. That's definitely a cry for help. Give you a quick story, bro. When I was about 5-6 years old, I remember it was a book. I think it was the Berenstain Bears, right? My father asked me to read the book. You feel me? I read the first 2 pages. And when I couldn't read past that, my father went for the belt and bust my ass, bro. Bust my ass straight up and down, dog, because I couldn't read anything thereafter. So just knowing, yeah, that's my parents. Yeah, it was they extreme, but it just let me see something, right? When you have parents, your parents are supposed to guide you or show you certain things. It doesn't really sound like his parents really care that much, because at the end of the day, for him being that young and being a young rapper and being pushed out there to the point where you got features with somebody like a Doughboy Cash Out, that means he's being heavily pushed right now. Heavily pushed, bro, because Doughboy is on a big time scale. And I've never seen or heard of a young rapper that young being pushed on a big scale as to where they're rapping with the other guys that's in the industry. You get what I'm saying? So these are things you have to really look into and take into consideration, that yes, some of these things are staged and some of them are real. But to my understanding, this little kid, he really doesn't have any like real guidance, dog. And you can't sit down and blame these kids. You have to sit down and look at the parents. You feel me? Look at the parents and the decisions that they've made, what they glorify, what it is that they allow their kids to do. Because as I stated before, and I'll state it again, there are some parents who don't really care about their kids like that. They just let their kids commit whatever it is that they want, do whatever. I don't care. Just be back in the house by a certain amount of a time. That's about it, really. And that's how a lot of kids grow, you feel me? With a lot of free will, and they don't know what it is to do with it. So they take that free will and it leads them off of a cliff. You feel me? So here's the deal you need to understand, right, before I get out of here. With him being a 9-year-old rapper at this young, it's something where I want to see where his career goes. But at the same time, I just pray he's able to get up out of that and find himself and find certain just find certain things, bro. Because if he continues at this pace that he's on, just like what the news reporter said, that's something where he can either end up dead or in jail or whatever the case may be. Because even though they may say, you know, they're kids, we don't allow them to do whatever it is that they want. He's a kid on TV rapping about whatever in the hell it is that he wants. So obviously he has to have some form of a guardian that allows him to do whatever it is that he wants. You feel me? So just remember these little rules it is that I share with you, dog, and just understand that there are some kids that their parents don't really care about them. They just look at them as like a pawn or like a check, bro, just a way how to make money, and then that's it. That's basically it after that. You feel me? So that being said, remember this: words can help you, they can hurt you, but here on my channel I use them to uplift you, because everybody's a champion, nobody's a loser, man. It's 440 for the world. Peace.